doesn't do this, it skips to the end and does whatever's afterwards. That's traversing an array all over again. This is the second time. Just know that. Know how to do that. And so that's how you can initialize. Oh, I forgot we're working on this. Upgrade the zero argument constructor to initialize all elements of grades array to 0. You can use that loop inside your zero argument constructor. That will initialize it. I hope you understand that, because it's very, very important to understand how to traverse arrays. Oh my goodness, this video is long. I'm just going to keep going because I'll trim it afterwards. So, upgrade the multi-argument constructor so that it also initializes the array grades with 6 double values, which are going to be these from these 5. It's not going to be anything different. It's not going to be like 4.3 or 7.8 or 12.1. But you do have 6 double values in the following order. I mentioned at the beginning of this video this was a typo. It's not a typo. It's one of these 5 things, but there are 6 of them. So it's really confusing. Upgrade the multi-argument constructor so that it initializes the array of grades with 6 double values in the following order. And you're thinking like, wait a minute. Grades holds doubles. Why am I initializing it with English, math, science, fine arts, social science, and foreign language? You're not. You're not. So in the multi-argument constructor, so suppose I have the multi-arg constructor, whatever, and I take in arguments. I pass through any like double, or actually probably string for the first name, and then a string for last name, and then whatever other information that you have, then and that would initialize all of the instance variables that you had from homework 6. That would be from homework 6. You still have those things from homework 6 that you're initializing, but then you have 6 more things to initialize, and those 6 things are the positions of grades. So then you would say double English grade. So you're not, Eng grade. So you're passing a double that represents the English grade. You're not passing a string called English. You're passing a double that represents the English grade. And then you would continue on double math grade, and so forth with all the rest of your doubles. You have 6 doubles that you're passing through, so that would be something like that. I'm going to do, that's not what I wanted. So I would pass all of those through, so it would say double English grade, double math grade, double science grade, double fine arts grade, double social science grade, double foreign language grade. And so you would end with double forlang grade or something like that. And then you have your other instance variables being initialized. And then you get down to double English grade. Where do you want to put that? Remember, that's in position 0. It's in this order. That's what they're in the following order. That's position 0 in your grades array. So you would say grades 0. You'd have to do this without using a loop because you're just inputting specific things. So grades 0, that would be Eng grade. And then grades, of course you're not going to have comments, and you're just going to manually, so the way I did it here, you're going to do the same thing except for instead of 0.0, you're going to put in whatever was passed to your multi-argument constructor. I hope this makes sense, but you'd have math grade and then so forth, and then continue on. So it's a bunch of stuff. All of these things you're passing through, and you're specifically assigning them to positions in your array. So that's how you do the multi-argument constructor. And then it says add public method get GPA that will take 6 double parameters or sorry, set GPA that will take 6 double parameters. So it's pretty much the same thing as your multi-argument constructor, except for without the first instance variables. You're only initializing that. That's for your set GPA. Set GPA? Set grade. Get grade? What did I just read? I have no idea. Okay, let me start that over. Add a public method, set GPA, that will take in, no, go away. I'm just gonna keep recording. We'll wait for this. My computer's almost dead. Add a public method, set GPA, that will take 6 double parameters and set the GPA for each of them. Grade point average. That's just grade. It should be set grades, but that's how it's written. For each of the courses. So set GPA is just like your multi-argument constructor. It'll be almost the same exact thing. Like you'll run through your array one at a time, not with a loop, and you'll put in these things, and then that's it. It's not GPA, it's actually the grades for these classes. It just specifically sets those. That's what a setter method does. It just sets certain pieces of information. This will be just those grades. Add a public method called calc GPA that will calculate and return the average GPA for the student as a double value. So hopefully from the last video you know what the processor methods would do. This is a processor method, and to calculate the GPA, that would be adding up all these grades, the 4s, the 3s, the 2s, the 1s, the 0s, adding up all of these grades and dividing by however many there are. That's just average, right? So that would be adding up all those things and then dividing by 6, because there are 6 of them. And then this method would return that value, whatever that was calculated. So hopefully from the last video you understand how processor methods work and how to print those out using the toString, or the last couple videos or whatever. Yeah, and then add a method getGrade. So that just gets grades, student class that will return a string letter grade based on the student's GPA. So inside getGrade, you're going to have to call the calc GPA processor method. And again, the same way that I used it in the toString in the other videos, that's how you're going to use it inside getGrade. So hopefully you understand that. And you'll do a bunch of ifs. If GPA, like if calc GPA actually, because that's what you're using, because you're going to be calling that. If calc GPA is greater than 4, you're going to give an A. Else if calc GPA is greater than 3, I mean you already know it's not greater than 4, so if it's greater than 3, you'll give it a B, and then else if, and so forth. So you can figure that out. And then upgrade the toString. That will include the name, so that's hopefully straightforward. I feel like the rest of it is not as confusing as this part A, because that was weird to me. Okay, I hope you can do the rest. I'm going to end this video, or this set of videos, and good day, sir.